Thanks for joining on this quick Pilates mat workout. To come down to the mat, you're gonna reverse what I'm doing. So one leg forward, one leg back, standing up, that's option one. Stepping back, lowering down. Option two, the Pilates squat, cross one leg in front of the other and slowly lower down as you're lengthening the spine up. So the spine is long, 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 and you're lowering yourself with control. Centering yourself on the mat, top to bottom, side to side. You can look side to side to feel for the center spot at the back of the head. The chin is tucked, the neck long. If you need to prop your head up, airflow is important to the Pilates method. So taking a few deep breaths. Every exhale is an opportunity to contract the deepest layer of the abs. If you want to bring your hands onto your rib cage, feeling the expansion into the sides of the ribs, and the way the ribs start to close with the exhale. The position of the pelvis. Take your hands to the front of the hip bones. Tilt the pelvis forward, creating an arch under the low back, lots of space. And then feel the spine start to press into the mat, tucking the pelvis under. Doing that one or two more times, feeling the position of the pelvis. And we're looking for somewhere in the center. If you tend to be already in a deep arch naturally when you lay down, pull the abs in and tuck a bit more. You can always play around with the position of the pelvis, and then we're looking for pelvic stability, keeping the low back heavy. Adding the hands behind the back of the head, creating a hammock for your head. Now as you exhale, scooping in the abs, floating the head up. And so that you're not cranking on the neck muscles, the head slightly pushing back into the hands. So as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find the ab connection. Head second. The head's the counterweight. Now, to increase the intensity, bring the legs to tabletop, knees over hips, low back anchored. Exhale brings you up. Inhale brings you back down. Abs first, exhale, head lift second. Option to keep the head lifted. At any point you can always lower the head, reaching the arms out. You can stay here and breathe. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5 count. Option to extend the legs up, keeping a strong ab connection. Option to start to lower the legs. If the low back starts to really arch up, or there's doming, you're looking down and there's a bubble forming, you have probably gone too far. Bend the knees, reset, or bring the legs higher up. Option to layer in pumping the arms right from under the armpit. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full breath. Using each exhale to scoop the abdominals in and up. About 2 more full breath cycles. And here, even with the hand not behind the head slightly pressing back. And then exhaling all the air out, hugging the legs in, rocking the body up for a half roll back. The feet can be flat on the mat hip width. The feet can be flexed, choosing what works best for your pelvis. And if it's pinchy on the hips, walk your feet forward. Starting really lengthened up, checking that the spine, it's not arching, it's not overly tucking, it's lifting up away from the sits bones. The bony part of the butt's grounded into the floor. And then the abs pull in and the spine goes halfway back. Right from the lower abs pulling in, bringing the body forward. It's tempting to lead from the head and the upper back. We want to keep the head and the upper back stable. The head and the upper back are moving because our abs are moving. And if this is going well, reaching out the arms, trying without arms, maybe going one vertebra deeper. And I am gradually is the key word, starting to feel my sits bones turn just a little bit under. Again, key word is gradual. If I just go one, jump back too hard, now I have to re-engage, maybe use momentum. If you go back gradually, isolating the abs, the head still counterweight, about one more, head pressing back, head pressing back. You can stay with this variation. Option to go all the way back down to your center, slow, controlled, reaching out the legs for the full roll up. So remember, always can bend the knees if that was working better in your body today. Arms about 6 inches off the mat. Inhale, starting to lift, floating the head up, gazing at the abs, watching the abs start to connect. Inhale, starts to lift. Exhale, finishes. Hands stay up about shoulder height. Low back pulls back. Inhale, starting to go back. Exhale. Keeping the legs reaching away. Again. Inhale, starts to lift. If you get stuck anywhere, stay and breathe. Keep pulling the low back back. If there was a wall behind your low back, the low back would be pressing into the wall. Last one. And then slowly back to the center. Look side to side, find that center spot. Pulling in one of your legs. The opposite leg is pressing into the mat to engage the back of the butt thigh. Option to bend if this helps your pelvis stay pressing into the mat. So my left hip slightly pulling up as my right hip pushes away, keeping the hip bones square. Bending and straightening that leg a few times. The circles can be done with a bent leg or a straight leg or somewhere in between. So find your spot, bent or straight. The foot on the floor is strong and flexed. Let the arms press into the mat, shoulders wide, circling the leg in, across, around, drawing the circle on the ceiling to start. Right from where the upper thigh becomes the pelvis. And after your 5, reversing, going in, out, around, keeping the pelvis stable. 3, 2, 1. Either keeping the legs straight or bent, switching legs. Bending in the other leg. The bent leg reaches away. The straight leg on the mat, that hip bone pulls up. Both hip bones pointed right up at the ceiling. With your hands on your thigh or without, bend and straighten the leg. If your hands are there, you're not just pulling on the leg, you're also pressing the leg into the hands. That push-pull helps activate both the front of the thigh and the back of the thigh. Pressing the arms. Inhaling in, across, around. Stabilizing the pelvis. Scooping the abdominals in and up. One more here. And reverse. 2, 3, 4. Bend it in, extend it out, proper roll up. Move your hips to the front of the mat. Make sure you have plenty of room behind you for rolling like a ball. Your heels together, toes apart in Pilates B. Hands behind the back of the thighs, floating both feet up, balancing. And lower the feet back down. Reset, feel the lift from your sits bones. This is perfect for first time lifting the feet and lowering the feet and finding your balance point. Amazing. Very hard, challenging. Option 2, scoop your lower abs in without leading from your head, trying to roll back the pelvis. Roll to the tips of the shoulder blade, come back up. Ooh. Keep the feet up off the floor the best you can, and then continuing to massage every bone in the spine. It's a capital C lifted up like a C that wants to be an I. That's how you're going to get a smoother roll. Can take a while to find that gentle lengthening up. Just about 1 or 2 more. And then you can slowly lower back down, right into the center of the mat. Looking side to side. Mostly have you do that just to feel the center spot at the back of your head, a little release on the neck. At any point in the ab series, you can lower your head or place a pillow under your head. If you're really having trouble connecting the lower back into the mat as well, you could put a little towel under your low back when your legs are bent in. You're lifting chin to chest, some space under the chin, some length in the head, in the neck. The head position is important so that we're challenging the abs more than the head and the neck. Both hands come to one shin, opposite leg reaches up. Breathing here, inhaling. On the exhale, you'll change. So one breath as you change. So as you inhale, change, or whatever breathing you're on, you're controlling the movement with the breath. You're scooping your abs in and up. You're pushing on the leg. So I'm using my hands to pull the leg in, and I'm also pressing the leg gently into my hands to get that push-pull, full body activation. Checking in that I'm not curling up too high, not off the tips of the shoulder blades. My torso is long. Last 3, 2, 1. Hug both legs in, lower the head down. Try and look opposite side. So if you always look to one direction, starting to notice and pay attention to keep yourself even. And then exhaling, lifting the head back up. Tight ball shape. On the inhale, the arms go back high, the legs go forward high. And then exhaling. Over time, the shape might get bigger and more open. What's most important are the abs drawing in to stabilize the spine and the pelvis. The spine's getting longer. As you inhale and open up, really stretching the legs out. For 3. Anchoring the low back. For 2. And hugging in, lowering down, looking side to side. Big scissors, curling back up. Legs can be straight, bent-ish. You can choose holding above or below the leg. the opposite leg long. Pull, pull, and switch. The leg's not dropping, it's lengthening, it's reaching. Checking that the head's not jutting way up, the head's pressing back like the head hammock was there. Continue with strong breathing for 3, 2, and hug both legs in, look opposite side to side. Options on the next one, hands under low back sacrum. It's like right where the butt crack starts, legs up, head up. Option 2, hands making a hammock behind the back of the head. Inner thighs are together, pressing, lowering the legs for 3, 2, 1, and lifting. Lowering the legs for 3, 2, 1, and lifting. If we just drop the legs too low, that's a lot of hip flexor, hip flexor, hip flexor. That's not bad. We need strong hip flexors too. Keep it low if you want to really target the lower abdominals, working together with the hip flexors. Abs and hip flexors, best friends. Got that core shake. Now lower on the count of 1 and lift for 3, 2, 1. Lower for 1, lift for 3, 2, 1. Last 3, 2, 1. Last 2. Lengthen those legs, keep hugging the inner thighs together. 1 more. And knees in, side to side. 1 more in the series of 5. Last one, final one. Hands create a hammock behind the back of the neck. Keeping the elbows wide. Not super wide that my armpit is not super hollow. I want a little bend, a hollow armpit. Crossing the body, pulsing for 3, 2, 1. This might be enough to cross up and through for 3, 2, 1. Keeping the torso long to fire up the obliques. Option, extend out that opposite leg for 3, 2, 1. Remember the head's pressing back. The low back's anchored. Really pulling the elbows apart. We'll do 1 more with the 3-second pause. 2, 3. Lift. 2, 3. And last 3. 1 second. Pulse. Lift. 2. Last 1. And lower down. Option to rock or roll up, taking your time. Ooh, that roll up after abs here is always a killer. 1 more in today's mat class. Feet as wide as the mat. And tuck those butt cheeks to sit up onto the sits bones. Really feel the ribs lifting up away from the pelvis. The shoulders are down in the shoulder girdle. The girdle refers to the collarbone as well, so that we have the shoulder blades, the shoulder joint. And it's all resting on the rib cage as the rib cage lifts up. Exhale, reaching the upper body forward as the lower body pulls gently back. The low back pulls back. Stacking up, inhaling. Really strongly pressing the legs into the mat, the back of the thighs, the back of the knees. Inhaling tall, exhaling takes you forward. Inhale, rising up. And exhale takes you forward, pulling the abs in, feeling full stretch with muscular engagement. So really using the legs pressing down, the spine and rib cage lifting up. One more. Thanks for joining today's short mat class. Hope you enjoyed and come back for more.